Today's lesson is on adding linear expressions. A linear expression is an expression in which the exponent of the variable is 1. So when we look at these linear expressions, we're not going to see like 2x squared or 8x to the third. It's always just going to be 2x and 8x. So you're going to have a variable where the exponent is 1. And we don't actually write that because x to the first power is just simply x. So when you are adding any linear expression, you always use the distributive property to eliminate parentheses first. Remember, we learned about the distributive property. It was like if I had 3 times the quantity of x plus 2, distributive property meant I took the 3 times the x to get 3x, I distribute it. 3 times positive 2 to get a positive 6. After you've done that, use your properties of operations to group your like terms, and then you simplify. So what we do is after you've used your distributive property, you circle your like terms, and then you combine them. So looking at this set here, in number 1, the only thing that is outside of your parentheses to distribute is the number 1, is a positive 1. So essentially you can distribute that positive 1, and then you're going to get like 1 times negative 4y is negative 4y. 1 times positive 3 is positive 3. So then distribute that positive 1 to the 11y. So 1 times positive 11y is positive 11y. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. So now we're going to go in and combine like terms. First set of like terms I see are in negative 4y, positive 11y. Put those two together and you're going to get 7y. The next set of like terms I see is a positive 3 and a negative 5. Put those two together and you're going to get a negative 2. They are not like terms, so you simplified that expression then. You just added your first linear expression. So now in number 3, whoops, I wonder where number 2 went. We're going to distribute that 1 again. So all we do is we can rewrite negative 8c plus 4, because I'm distributing a 1 to both terms, so nothing's going to change. Distributing the positive 1, so positive 8c, negative 7. I'm going to combine my like terms. First set I see, negative 8c, positive 8c. Put those two together and you get 0c. Well, we don't write 0c, so we just don't write it at all. You get a positive 4, negative 7. Put those two together and you're going to get that negative 3. So that's it. When you add those two linear expressions, your final answer is going to just be negative 3. We're not going to say it's 0c and negative 3, like 0c minus 3. We're just going to put it as the negative 3. Now, there's something a little different in number 4. In 4, you have your first set of parentheses here, and you have that 1 outside that you distribute. So 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times negative n is negative n. The different piece here is that I actually have a value other than 1 outside my parentheses. So I have a 2. So I'm going to distribute the 2 to both terms. So positive 2 times the negative 5n gives me a negative 10n. Positive 2 times a positive 3 gives me a positive 6. Now go through and find your like terms. First thing I see here, negative n and a negative 10n. Put a negative 1n, negative 10n together, you get negative 11n. The next piece I see is a positive 4, positive 6. Put the 4 and a 6 together, positive 4, positive 6 gives you a positive 10. So that is simplified. The last one is no different. Even though it's got those fractions there, it is no different. I want you to pause the video and distribute. Okay, and then combine your like terms. And when you're finished, unpause the video and see if you got it. So after distributing, I'll get 2w minus 3 plus 6w plus 9. And when I combine my like terms, I have a positive 6w, positive 2w to get 8w. I have a positive 9 and a negative 3 to get a positive 6. So when you are adding expressions, the most important thing to do is distributed property first, whether it is a positive one or it's an actual value, like in numbers 4 and 6. Distributed property first, combine like terms, and simplify.